A young girl named Tara is home alone when she receives a strange phone call from an unknown number. At first, the caller seems friendly and begins asking her simple questions about horror movies. She thinks the conversation is just an annoying prank call, but the questions slowly become more intense as the caller starts testing her knowledge of horror movies. Suddenly, the situation turns terrifying when the caller reveals he can see her through the security system in her house, proving that he has already hacked into her home cameras. She begins to panic as the caller forces her to play a deadly horror movies Q&A game, and when she fails to answer correctly, the masked killer known as Ghostface appears and violently attacks her inside her own home. After a brutal struggle, she is left severely injured, but miraculously survives the attack and is rushed to the hospital. News of the attack spreads quickly through the town and soon reaches her older sister, Sam, who left town years earlier to escape her troubled past. Her older sister immediately returns to town with her boyfriend Richie, determined to protect her sister and understand why someone would target her. Returning to the town is not easy for Sam because it holds secrets she has spent years trying to avoid. When she arrives at the hospital, she reunites with Tara and meets her group of close friends, Amber, Wes, Hicks, twins, Mindy and Chad, all of whom are shocked and terrified by what happened. As they try to understand the situation, the group slowly realizes that one of them might be the killer's next target. The police begin investigating the attack. Meanwhile, Sam struggles with disturbing visions connected to a dark secret from her past. To find some answers, she decides to visit the town's ex-sheriff who survived previous Ghostface attacks in the past and now lives alone after years of trauma. He initially wants nothing to do with the situation, but after hearing about Tara's attack, he quickly realizes the killings follow a familiar pattern connected to the past murders, meaning the killer in the Ghostface mask wants to replicate the murders that happened years ago. Understanding the danger, he begins helping Sam and her boyfriend investigate, warning them that Ghostface killers are usually people with personal motives tied to the victims. During a gathering with Tara's friends, Mindy explains the concept of modern horror, and according to her, the killer might be following the same storytelling pattern used in modern-day horror films. As more clues appear, it becomes clear that the new Ghostface killer is deliberately targeting individuals linked to the history of the town's murder. The situation becomes even more complicated as Sam's disturbing visions of her father grow stronger, forcing her to reveal to her sister the fact that she found out she had a different dad, who turned out to be the famous original Ghostface killer, and the truth made their father abandon them. At the same time, a lady named Sydney, who was the most famous survivor of the original Ghostface killings, learns that the murders have started again and begins preparing to return to the town. One of Tara's friends, Wes, goes home only to be attacked by the killer. He struggles with the killer, but he's not lucky enough to survive. Sam drives to the scene only to find out the officer who's supposed to be protecting Tara in the hospital is also at the crime scene. Furious, she starts driving to the hospital while calling her sister. Tara notices the hospital is too quiet, and Sam's boyfriend, Richie, who's supposed to be watching her, is missing, so she decides to check what's going on. She spots a dying officer. Frightened, she pushed herself slowly back to her room. Richie finds her but is attacked from behind. Tara tries desperately to run with her wheelchair and is saved just in time by Sam. The ex-sheriff stays behind to finish the killer but is brutally murdered instead. Seeing this, Sam decides it's time they leave the town. Just as they're about to leave the town, Tara realizes she's lost her inhaler, so they stop by her best friend's house, Amber, to get her spare inhaler. Amber, upon seeing Tara, ends her party and goes with her to get the spare. Meanwhile, two of Tara's friends, Chad and Mindy, gets attacked by the Ghostface killer, barely surviving, so the group of friends left turn on each other. Just then, Tara's best friend Amber shoots one of her friends in the head, revealing that she's the killer. At the same time, two women arrive, Sydney and Gail, the original Ghostface murder survivors. They recognize the house as the place the last Ghostface killer tried to kill them. Sydney enters the house and gets attacked by Ghostface. They struggle and fall down the stairs. Sam uses the opportunity to hold Amber at gunpoint, only to get stabbed by Richie, her boyfriend, who turns out to be the second Ghostface killer. Shocked and confused, Sam stared at her boyfriend with disbelief and pain. Richie brings out Tara's inhaler and laughs. He and Amber reveal the fact that they met a year earlier and were both obsessed with the murders that happened in the past and decided to make their own version so that they'll be remembered for it, and a movie will be made about them. His plan is to kill them all and frame Sam for it, his backstory being the fact that Sam's father was the original Ghostface killer, and Sydney had to kill him in the past to survive, so she killed Sydney for revenge. Happy that their plans are succeeding, Amber went to bring Tara from where she tied her up, when she gets attacked by Tara, who continuously hits her with her clutch. Tara isn't strong enough and gets thrown over the chair. Hearing the screams, Richie gets distracted for a second, and Sam uses this opportunity to escape. Richie goes after her. Sydney and Gail also use this opportunity to take on Amber and gang up on her. Seeing she has no escape, she starts pleading, reminding them that she's just a kid, then goes on to attack them. Fighting back, Gail pushes her to the gas burner and shoots her, causing Amber to ignite into flames. Sam attacked Richie from behind, causing them to fall down the stairs. Sam then begins to see visions of her late father again, but this time she doesn't fight it. She listens to him and picks up the dagger, using it to give Richie a surprise attack and killing him on the spot. The movie ends as the police and paramedic field the scene and rescued those that survived, taking them to the hospital. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.